request leave to ask the Treasury Minister, further to his written answer in September, what publicity the Treasury has undertaken to raise awareness of the increase in state pension age.
Well, the Treasury Minister, Mr. Cannon.
Mr. President, there has been significant media coverage of the increases in the state pension age brought about by the application to the island of the UK Pensions Act 1995, 2007, 2011 and 2014. During the last several months alone, the subject has been covered in articles in the Manx Independent and the Isle of Man Examiner and has featured on the web pages of Manx Radio, Isle of Man Today and the BBC. There has also been coverage by local radio stations. The subject was also covered in articles appearing in the Isle of Man Examiner, the Isle of Man Courier and the Manx Independent during 2016. And the potential for increasing the state pension age in the island was covered in the local media following the publication of the CI65 report in 2014. Officers have also advised people of increases in the state pension age through individual state pension statements and forecasts since the beginning of May 2009. And since that date, we have issued over 11,000 statements and forecasts. And many people have also been made aware of the increases in state pension age through inquiries to my department's officers and through letters inviting them to claim their state pension. In summary, Mr. President, I am satisfied there has been sufficient activity to raise awareness of the increases of the state pension age.
Complimentary, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Would it come as a surprise to the Treasury Minister that I, and I presume other members, are still getting contacted by women who is coming as a surprise when they're applying for their state pension just before their 65th birthday and finding out that this is being pushed down the line? Would he be surprised by that, and would he consider that writing to those who have been affected would be a reasonable and proportionate step in that regard?
Treasury Minister.
Mr. President, I am aware that there was correspondence sent out in the 1990s in relation to the changes in the State Pension Act 1995, but I can't overemphasise how freely this information is in fact available. As I said, it has been covered by numerous questions in this Honourable Court, numerous statements and interest articles published in the media, and anybody, Mr. President, deciding to investigate this further need only access the government web pages, and it is absolutely crystal clear, the very first paragraphs on the government website relating to retirement pensions very clearly makes clear the ages of which people are entitled to their state pension age and the relevant increases that are likely to apply in future years.
Honourable Member for Douglas East, Ms Bettison.
Thank you. Would the Minister not agree, though, that people don't tend to go looking for things unless they know that that thing is there to go looking for? So actually, if we don't advise people that that information is out there, they probably won't just take it upon themselves to necessarily read all our questions in this court, because I don't think everyone does. And would he therefore agree to undertake that actually we do need to actively engage with these people rather than hoping they stumble across that information themselves?
Minister.
Mr. President, I would suggest to you and the Honourable Court that over the this has been going on since 1995, 20 plus years of awareness that the state pension age was increasing and has been increasing, and as honourable members, female honourable members in this honourable chamber have already expressly stated in former years when these questions have been asked, they were fully aware of the situation with regards to the changes to state pension age. So to suggest that the government should somehow write out on a consistent basis to every single woman in the island, I think is incorrect. I think that people have to be aware of their own retirement plans. The government's working incredibly hard to publicise the issue of pension and pension ages and also the issues around state pension in future years. I think that particularly since 2014 and the last 4 years, this issue has been very high profile, both in this honourable chamber and outside this honourable chamber, has been mentioned multiple times to those receiving their state pensions and closing up on their retirement age. And, Mr. President, we continue to, through questions like this, increase the awareness of the fact that state pension ages are increasing. So I think the government has taken reasonable steps to ensure that the public is aware that the state pension age for women has increased, and they've taken reasonable steps since 1995, 23 years of these questions, to ensure that people should be and ought to be and should reasonably be aware of the changing